Hello and welcome to day 3 of the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. It is Drake Day. If you are trying to get yourself a Drake Kraken or Privateer on the limited hull sales for Drake stuff, then tell me in the comments below. I'd love to know if you've got one, or if you're going to be buying one, or if you're like, I'll get it in-game when they actually exist in-game, because they are still very much in development concept ships. I believe the Kraken is actually in development now, so that is a good thing at least. In production, I should say. So, Drake Day, we've got a couple of new things, entirely new from Drake. We've got this, the Clipper. It looks pretty ugly, although some people are going to love it. It folds out, it's a bit Corsair-like, and it is super multi-role. It is a solo ship, because no one wants to be with you in this ship. It is a solo ship, and it does a little bit of everything, kind of with crafting, and we'll have a little run around it in a second. I haven't checked the website for prices, but we'll have a look at that in a second. We'll go through all the stuff that you can buy. You can rent all of the Drake things that are currently flyable, including the Clipper and the new Golem OX, a variant of the Golem, on the little terminals at the IAE for 48 hours each. We're going to have a look at everything. I really like Drake. They're one of my favourite manufacturers. And even though that's a bit sort of no frills, I like the look of them. I like the normally sort of covered in guns sort of nature of stuff. Over here, we've got the Star Kitten Dragonfly, which is the referral reward. If you refer someone and they buy a starter pack or spend like $40 or so on Star Citizen, you get yourself a Drake Dragonfly with Star Kitten skin, and also a little racing suit. And the person you recruit gets the racing pack, but without the Dragonfly. So there are rewards all round. I really like it. I think it's silly. I hope we see more of stuff like this in game. I like silly skins. I do want to actually be able to customize our ships a bit more and apply lots of different skins in the future. So we got the Dragonflies. They are little space bikes, and they are super multi-role. They've got little saddle bags for holding some SCU. They've got 2 seats with the secondary person supposed to be shooting off the back. Pew, 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 pew. They've got weapons as well. They are pretty useful. Be they flying in space as little support craft, or utility craft, or driving around on the ground. We've got the Mule over here. So, this effectively is supposed to be like a mixture of a forklift truck and a little cargo carrier from the rear and sides as well. So you can take a load of carrier. You can carry a load of cargo and move it around. These are little logistics vehicles, super useful. Yeah, proper little workhorse. What else do we have? If anything, Drake-wise nearby. So, not a huge display for Drake stuff. Let's go take a look at the Golem OX over here. So, static halls this year at the IAE. But displaying a lot of stuff still. So, got the Golem OX. Let's actually have a read of the Golem OX, because it is a variant of the Golem. With the Golem OX, Drake has transformed the dependable workhorse into the ideal cargo ship for hauling supplies and equipment. Made for pilots who prefer function over frills, the OX doubles the capacity of the original, with room for 64 SCU, and features a tractor beam to make cargo transfers smooth as silk. So, it's also got the upside-down sort of cargo grid that the Raft has now. Yeah, really like the idea of it. 64 SCU of cargo on a small frame. Certainly nothing to sniff at. That's absolutely fantastic. Kind of like its skin as well. You can see someone actually get into it. Nice and simple to get in and out of. Then bam, you're in the cockpit. It closes up and you're enclosed and you can breathe. It does have a couple of little small weapons and some missiles. Where is the tractor beam? Is it mounted on top? We'll look at it on the website in a second as well. And we will do a little tour of these vehicles. ship buyer's guide of each of them. Let's take a look at the Drake Clipper. So this is an interesting one, right? Because it's both bigger and smaller than I thought either the versions of it were going to be. I thought it was going to be a load smaller and just have the same sort of shape as the Corsair, or a lot bigger than this. It's weird because it's quite tall over multiple decks. So let's go in its little belly entrance. There's a load of trash in here. So you've got your cargo bay. Oh. And then we're going into the lower engineering section. Oh, I like the dials for the engineering stuff. So we've got a load of components in here. And then you've got your medical facilities. And assumedly... Well, this says fire extinguisher there. I thought this was going to be a crafting station. This is a medical gel. So I know the ship has a crafting station as well, or something similar. So you've got little work areas, you've got your medical facilities. This looks like it's another place for a component. Well, this could be a 3D printer. Right, this could be the crafting area. Yeah, so potentially 3D printer there, citation needed. Will we have this functional when we have crafting being tested on the tech preview by the end of the year? Maybe. Yeah, it might expand beyond just the fabricators that CIG have told us about. So we've got some little lockers. So we've got a lift that goes in and out of the ship. Does it entirely bypass? So this might entirely bypass the cargo deck. Yeah, it does. So it goes straight up into the ship. Bam. Okay, that's quite nice. That's some good design. So then we go up another level. So really tall ship. And then we're in the main cockpit area. Let us turn the lights on. So you've got more components here. You've got life support right next to you in the cockpit, which is good. Got some fuses here. The fuses have been stolen. Amazing. Oh, that's interesting. So, although, as far as I'm aware, it's technically a solo ship, there are a couple of seats here. So, for bringing people along for FPS runs or rescuing people, that sort of stuff. I think a lot of people were hoping this is going to be like a fantastic PvE ship for running loads of different PvE things, because you've got room in the cargo belly, potentially for like a dragonfly, right? Oh, I want to leave. No, don't. No, I didn't want to leave through that area. So we've got the little living area. So you've got a little golem running around. It's the little living area. Let us turn the lights on. So you've got your bed, your kitchenette. You've got some personal storage as well. Cool. Got your toilet with leaky shower. Nice. And then you've got the upper and main engineering area with your engineering terminal. It's supposed to be a fire extinguisher that's been stolen as well. I like it. I think it's cool. Really small ship. So, this lever opens a little trapdoor so that you can, I suppose, jump down to a lower deck if you need to quickly. I don't know if you can jump back up easily. But it's like having a fireman's pole in there, right? Yeah, cool ship. don't like the way it looks, but I could learn to love it, I think. Maybe. Right? Let's take a look at the RSI website to see what's actually on sale and the costs of all of this. And we will be doing a proper ship buyer's guide for these ships over the next day or two. You know what? Let me do a quick run around of the Clipper so you can see all of its weapons. Because they do like to stick a load of weapons on Drake ships. It's like a Buccaneer and a Corsair had a baby. But it turned out a bit like Grendel. Right. Let's check out the website. Drake Day on the RSI website. What we doing? What we got? We got the Drake Clipper on your own terms. As unique and varied as your daily hustle with the goods and gear to see you through anything, including hauling, combat, crafting, and more. It's got medical facilities. It's got a lot of stuff going on with it. We'll see how much it is in a minute. We're thinking between 120 to 160 sort of range. We've got the Drake Golem OX as well. It's a Golem, but it's got storage, and I think it was 64 SCU, did we say? That's pretty cool. We've got the Talking Shop podcast, if you want to listen to that. We've got a War Bond upgrade, so a cheaper Vulture, $165, so $10 off if you want that War Bond upgrade. Everything, I think, is coming with at least 10 years insurance. Anything that's entirely new, if you buy with store credit, I believe is 10 years, but if you buy with real money, it comes with a lifetime insurance as well. What have we got available from Drake? We've got the Buccaneer. So the Buccaneer is really interesting. It's sort of like a light/medium fighter strapped with weaponry. It is going to be interesting when engineering comes along. And engineering is going to really change a lot of ships. And with Drake ships especially, it feels like they're no frills. Maybe they aren't going to be great during long fights, because they'll sort of take a lot more attrition damage. Effectively, their components aren't in the optimal places to be protected necessarily. But they've got a lot of gun, and they might have like a lot of thrust and stuff as well. So Buccaneer, absolutely great as a weapons platform. Might not be so great in a prolonged fight. $110 for that. I do really rate it. Caterpillar, $330 for this modular heavy freighter. So each of these like 4 sections here will be able to be swapped out with something else in the future. It's cargo at the moment. You've got a front module as well. That we're not getting it yet. Soon, one day, that'll be modular. And that was the sort of main appeal of it. Also, this command module is going to be able to be detachable and reattachable. I think it's cross-compatible with the Ironclads as well. Got the Clipper, $150. Okay, that's good. What's its price range? We don't know because it's in VAT and GBP. So yeah, $150 around for that ship. You can see it here with its ship wings folded outwards. It's ship wings rather than its ground wings. No, so I think it's cool. I think it's interesting. I'm not a fan of its shape or its look, but that might change. Right, at the moment, I'm in love with the Mechastarana and the Perseus. The Perseus is my latest love. The Corsair, $250. To be honest, I think the appeal of the Clipper, right, is that it's super solo. It is solo ship, do a load of stuff. Going to be great for, reasonably good for combat and just PvE and just doing a bit of everything. I mean, you can do PvP with it as well, right? Do what you want. You could do it solo, effectively, is the idea. Corsair, if you're running a small group of like 3 of you, $250 for this sort of multi-role. It's more focused on kind of exploration, but it's great as a mission runner. It's got room for cargo. It's just great. It's got a load of stuff going on with it. Get your Cutlass Black, $110. I like the Cutlass Black. The Cutlass series, I think, is fantastic. It's got a bit of a cargo bay going on. It's medium freight. It's classified as. It's got a load of weaponry. Great for a couple of players to fly together. 2-3 sort of for players. You've got the Cutlass Blue, which is the kind of police cruiser version. It's also got little pods in the back for holding bounties, $175. Really like it. It's also got little they're not sirens, they're Nenor lights. Got the Cutlass Red. It's an ambulance. It's got 2 tier 3 beds in it. Yeah, $135. Really rate this sort of thing for the medical gameplay, and I think it's going to get more and more useful as time goes on. Cutlass Steel. So this is an interesting one because it's $235. It's pretty expensive, especially for a Cutlass. And they basically just going to give it a load of drop seats and load of manable guns on the side doors and the rear. The idea is, yeah, this is a drop ship now. Got the Cutter. Sort of great little starter ship for doing a mixture of freight and just, well, yeah, it's a little starter ship. Got the Cutter Rambler, if you want the more exploration variant. $50 for that. Got the Cutter Scout, which is more reconnaissance focused. $50 for that. I mean, with a starter ship, it's down to your own personal preference, right? And that's all you need for starters, and you get all this stuff in game, and you just focus on your starter ship. And got the Dragonflies. I talked about them earlier. Little space bikes. $40 for them. Get the stuff in game. They're super cheap. The ground vehicles. Got the Golem. Now, Golem's cool. It is a little mining ship. Starter miner. Single solo player miner. Get into mining. Does a lot of the work for you. Sort of super easy to use. Golem OX. $90 for that. Light freighter. But still, you can carry quite a bit. Got the Herald, $85. It is a data runner. Data running is not in properly yet, but they have updated the Herald a little bit recently. But it's very fast is the idea, and you can like delete the data at the touch of a button if you need to. Got the Ironclad. So this is currently in production, and $450. It is a bit of a pocket carrier. It's a big armored freighter with some good defenses. It's got a sort of bay that opens up on the top. 1,536 SU of cargo. It's hugely got a huge amount of cargo. Yeah, and you sort of like can come down the ramp, or you can get the cargo at the top. There's a little command module on it as well. There's the assault version of it, which gives it more weaponry, and also gives it basically its internals have like a garage for ground vehicles, so you're supposed to like use this to support an assault land and get your ground vehicles out, repair your ground vehicles afterwards in its little garage. Really like that. I think it's a great idea. $535 there. I mean, it's a lot, but yeah, these are in production at the moment. Something else that we're looking forward to, and this is on a limited sale, so this will be sold in waves. The first wave is obviously instantly sold because the Kraken and the Privateer are incredibly popular, but $1,650. It's pretty expensive. The Kraken is a light assault carrier, but it's also really a mobile space station. You're flying around, you land your ships on it, you repair, rearm, refuel them. You've got a load of cargo on board. You've got a little Dragonfly bay as well on there. And then the Privateer goes, you know what? Let's get rid of the Dragonfly bay. Let's get rid of a little bit of the cargo and have shops on board as well. So it is a proper little mobile space station. And $2,000 though from that. And what? There's some Warbond ones available. They'll be sold by the time you see this video. But there's 6 waves of sales every 4 hours from 4 p.m. UTC. So got the Mule, $45. As I said, get in game, but it's cool little forklift truck. Then you got the Vulture. I think a lot of people like the Vulture. It is a good tier of salvage ship, allowing you to do hull scraping and the fracturing at a pretty good level. And yeah, you can run it solo, is the idea. It is a couple of steps up from the latest little Salvation Salvager. But yeah, it's the sort of natural progression ladder. $175, and I think that is the last we have. Obviously, got a load of different skins available. Got some featured paints here. I really like that paint. The regatta paint for the Clipper. That makes me like it a lot more. I like that. What a difference a paint makes. So yeah, a load of different paints available, not just the featured ones. Anything interesting for the Vulture paint-wise? Basically got a Star Kitten paint. Yeah. If you've got a ship that you love, check to see if there's any cool paints for you. And we've got the Drake gear pack and all that sort of stuff. And you've got the Drake complete packs if you're a concierge. You spent at least $1,000 on Star Citizen. CIG go, you know what you want to do? You want to spend more money on these giant packs, but also they're for consolidating your stuff into a pack, because you don't just need to buy it War Bond. You can get it with store credit as well. Anyway, tell me if you're buying anything for Drake Day. I think the next day we've got something coming on is Kruger Day. So that's in a couple of days' time. Got Kruger Intergalactic. We're going to have the L22 Alpha Wolf, I believe. So that to look forward to. But yeah, have you grabbed anything like the new Clipper or the Drake Golem OX during Drake Day? Did you get yourself a Kraken or a Privateer? And, oof, expensive. But yeah, tell me what you thought about that in the comments below. Also, you should probably get yourself some NordVPN. What's that? NordVPN. It helps with your Nording online. Well, what I mean by that is that you get better accessibility, security, and privacy on the interwebs. NordVPN is a fantastic VPN. I use it, and you will probably want to use it too. Links below. You want to click the links below for it. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. Every month we have a Star Citizen ship giveaway. For November, we are giving away the latest in pristine technology, the Grey's Market Shiv, a heavy fighter with a bucket of weaponry, and the first compound ship in game. It is made up of a cutlass and a load of other ships stuck together. It comes with lifetime insurance and a game package, all you need to play Star Citizen. But we're also bundling in a CitizenCon digital goodies pack, just loads of FPS items and stuff that you can put around your hangar and your base eventually. Just comment on any of our videos during the month to be in for a chance of winning that. Also, a big thank you to CIG for providing that prize. If you would like to further support the channel by clicking the join button under our videos and becoming a channel member or becoming a Patreon, then please do. It helps out a ton and enables us to make daily Star Citizen content, even when the YouTube algorithm or revenues are unkind. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and click any of the affiliate links under our videos. That helps too. It gives us a little kickback. Share with us your feedback and what you'd like to see. We'll see you in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video.